the dock, and there they saw a rock. It wasn't a rock, it was a rock lobster. Ocean in the ocean, his air hose broke. Lots of trouble, lots of bubble. He was in a jam, in a giant cloud. Rock, rock. Down, down. Underneath the waves, mermaid waving, waving to mermaid, waving sea band, sea horse sailing, dolphin wailing. Rock lobster. Down! Everybody's rocking. Everybody's broken. Putting on the fire, having fun. Taking potatoes, baking in the sun. Put on your nose guard. Put on the light guard. That's the tanning butter. Here's some stingray. There goes the manta ray. piranha. There goes a narwhal. Welcome to the killing
At Tires
Hello, everyone. Elle here with you. Wow, look, it's 11:11. Make a wish. AM here on the East Coast of the United States Corporation. There's a link for Audio Skywatcher. Good morning to all of you. Nickel, hello, Disciple. Yeah, it's shadow banning like something crazy over here. I'm really sure what is going on, but again, I'm not complaining. Like it says, it's happening to everyone. So, just throwing this out there, guys. We may get to it, but I do have a Teespring store. All of the money doesn't go to me. There's a commission on each. Like when you design it, you price it. So like this, I think there's like $2. I make $2 off of it, but at least you get something for your dono, and there is some pretty cool stuff. So yeah, and these come in all different colors. And Leave the Children Be. in court and paro. I am still learning. Rare breed, pure blood, live free or die. So you can get this rare breed hoodie. I have a pure blooded hoodie that I got from Krakow, but I have not bought anything from my own Teespring store. And I think Krakow lost his store, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. All right, so we're just gonna get to it, guys. Hey, Bubs, thanks for being here. Yeah, I got a strike, guys, for reading a mainstream news article that said that people that have gotten the government potion, they are less likely to contract the COVIDs. So I read a mainstream news, and see, here's the thing: they want you on here. Like, they took my main channel, years and years of work, and I didn't back it up because I'm a moron. I thought I waited for my second strike to expire, and I was like a day off. So when I got my third strike, they just removed my channel. Again, I'm not trying to complain, but it's like what am I even doing? But we'll discuss that at the end with the updates and announcements. I do have some pictures of my garden, which I will be sharing with you guys and gals. So thank you all for being here. I do appreciate each and every one of you guys being here, because time is our most valuable commodity. So, all right, so let's look at some headlines. We'll get to everything that's going on because I did have a strike. I haven't been able to be on, so we'll go over, just Roe v. Wade and a couple other things, and I'll tell you my theory on it. Oh, I do have this here. I want to put out an APB, and if anybody watching now or subsequently could let me know. I'm looking for Murphy's Law, Phoebes, Cassandra, Cass Weaver, Melissa W, aka JC. And does anybody know where Dana Ashley has been, and Jane Tandy? If anybody has, you can email me privately if you don't want to leave it in the comment section here. That will be greatly appreciated. Now, I don't know. It says there's 4 people in my chat and 1 thumbs up, and I started the stream 5 minutes ago. So this is just, they keep me at 33, but now they're not even letting me. Anyway, what I was going to say is, talking about the strike, they don't really want you off of here, because then how can they monitor you and what you're thinking? So, and we know, I'm not saying me, I only have 800 subscribers on here. I mean, I appreciate the 800. I'm just saying, little me, I don't know about, but they do tend to watch smaller channels and bigger channels, and we see this because we see the vernacular that, quote, truthers use. I don't identify, I reject all those words or terms or labels, but I am a truth seeker. So but they do tend to use, and they are using, in AI written stories and human written stories. They're using our vernacular and things that we're saying. So we definitely are, or I'll just keep it in the eye. I definitely am feeding into what they want. But hey, I'm a streamer. So we're going to take a look at the theater of the absurd, like the thumbnail, tragedy and comedy, and we're going to talk about it and see if we can glean some of what their plans are. And again, I do have a theory about this Roe versus Wade and the gun thing. I haven't heard anyone else address this, but then again, I haven't really watched too many people's videos, so we'll get to it. Let me see what you're saying, Bubs. Met a guy this weekend, a plumber that plumbed for Pfizer. CEO, home here in Arizona, said he was forced out of the USA. Name is Yaden. That's crazy. That's a town right by me, Yaden. Told plumber he was aware of the pandemic in 2015. Yeah, it's funny. Hey, The Watchman, very good to see you. Got blocked from 2 smaller YouTube channels last night that revolve around the Gray Man Project. These people are like wolves. They turn on you in a second. Yeah, people are changing. Or maybe they've always been like that and now they're just, the information's out. You can't really contain it. Um, yes, I do have a cigarette in my hand. Please don't give me shit. I have no water. Aqua turned off my water again. Um, and now I have to pay the full amount. So it won't be turned on for a while. But I mean, it's kind of a practice. You have to practice. So I have a lot of water here stored, and I got like 5 Deer Park or 6 Deer Park, like the big 5-gallon things, and then 4 5-gallon jugs with caps, and gallons by each one of my sinks. So it can be done. And when I leave here in the fall, which I will have to do due to just my life and divorce, this pandemic has truly affected me, just as it has everyone, some to greater extents than others, but it really did fuck up my life. um, you know. Hey, Road Trip Eddie, very good to see you. What was I going to say to you, Bubs? Yeah, it's funny that you say that because I have something similar to that pulled up that we'll get to. Yeah, true colors shining through. Yep. What is Matthew 11:19? The Watchman. Yeah, I got that pulled up. 20 found dead in African bar. They don't know what killed them. Yep, we're gonna get to that. This I just thought was interesting. Uh, my aunt's in New York right now. I have family in New York. I love Manhattan, Broadway, all that. I hate to even put my baby's daddy, whatever, my future ex-husband, because that happened too in the past 2.5 years. That just has ruined that. But he was just up there on Broadway driving yesterday. So I do love New York. But look, New York City thieves escape in stolen Rolls Royce after nabbing keys from Staten Island home, but owner outsmarts them. So we're not going to listen to the 8-minute thing. Yeah, he goes to the Newark, because I have family in Newark, Delaware, and it's Newark. But this is Newark, New Jersey. The NYPD is searching for multiple suspects involved in the string of burglaries on Staten Island, including the theft of a Rolls-Royce convertible in the middle of the night. Crime is up, 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 up. And yes, I know it's warm out. We've already had 3 heat waves, like 2 of them were in May. It's going to be a hot summer. But crime always goes up this time of year. But this is a little bit too up. So during the June 12th incident, the suspects threw a rock through a window of a home in Staten Island's Lighthouse neighborhood and stole car keys before fleeing in the 2017 Rolls-Royce Dawn sedan. So I don't know. Let's hear what the officer did. They're responsible for other burglaries. According to the Kelly Blue Book value, its typical listing price is around $282,000. So that's what the thing looks like. I've never been in. I was in a Maserati. That's probably the most expensive car. that I've been in. I drove a BMW, but I dropped the gear out of it. So my friend was like, "Yeah, pull over. You're not driving anymore." That was when I was like 18. I was learning to drive stick. So let's see. Around 4:30, the same thieves allegedly tried to break into another home on Staten Island and remove 2 cars, but fled the home after a resident started yelling at them. This is why it's important that we don't give up our freedom tools, because when seconds count, the cops are minutes away from shooting you, because that's what's been going on. Just saying, I'm not a fan of the brotherhood of the thin blue line. But hey, that's just me. All 5 suspects were described by the NYPD as males with dark complexion. 3 of them wore black sweatpants, so with some cap. But how do the cops outsmart them? I don't get it. But car thefts in Staten Island are up, and Staten Island's small. 116.3%, of course. Look at the number. This year compared to the same time frame in 2021. So damn, that's a lot. And that's a small, per capita. But I just thought that was, people are just getting, and some people, like, I don't want to say who, but here you go. Here's that story. I have 2 articles up on it. People leave their shit unlocked, and people I know leave their keys in their car. And I'm just like, what are you doing? Like, and somebody close to me was like, yeah, I've done that my whole life. And I'm like, yeah, you can't, this is a different era. And people are going to get more desperate, guys. This is just the beginning. And if you think that this is fear porn, this is not the channel for you. This is just realism, realistic shit. So 22, they're saying, found dead in South African tavern, officials say. This is out of ABC News, mainstream. Please remember Smith-Mundt Act. Hey, Harley, thanks for being here. Thank you. Oh, nice road trip, Eddie. Yes, I love rock lobster. I thought some of you may appreciate that. Yes, the Watchman. Yes. And you answered my question. Matthew 11:19. At the Son of Man came eating and drinking, and they say, here is a glutton, a drunkard, and a friend with tax collectors and sinners, but wisdom is proven by her deeds. Yes, now I remember. Thank you for answering me and letting me know. I just wanted to put the Smith-Mundt thing up there just while I do this. Now, I'm not saying that this isn't true, of course. I'm not saying that. Usually, I tend to believe this. I mean, these things are always multifaceted, okay? And they're not going to tell us the exact truth. And of course, we have the 22, which in basic numerology, you don't break down, there's only 9 base numbers, 22, master builder. I heard 22, but at least 22. People were found dead in a South African tavern early Sunday morning, officials said. South African Police Service said they were found dead inside a local tavern in Scenery Park in the area of East London, according to a spokesperson, Brig Tembinkasi Kiana. Isn't it crazy, like, no matter where you are in the world, like this South Africa, this is where my Aunt Allison was born. But isn't it crazy how they all, like, wherever you're at, they all have towns and places that are named the same as whatever, like East London here in South Africa. We received this report in the early hours of yesterday morning, Sunday morning. The circumstances surrounding the incident are under investigation. We do not want to make any speculation at this stage, as our investigation is continuing. Now, I wonder if everybody in the bar died. Like, did anybody make it out? And why don't they want to speculate? Like, what the hell? What killed these people? Members of this is Getty, already owns the image. Jeez. Members of the community and family wait for news outside a township pub where multiple young patrons, wow, died in South Africa's southern city of East London, June 26, 2022. By the way, I did say the time is 11:27 a.m. here on the East Coast of United States Corporation, and it is the 27th day of June, the 6th month on the Gregorian year of our Lord 2022. So, okay. Police responded to the Enyobeni Tavern about 4 a.m. local time, Kinana said, and we're combing the scene for evidence midday. Scenery Park is in East London, a city in South Africa's Eastern Cape Providence. So here we have something that we don't see at the school bangers, ambulances and all that. And this is mortuary vans are seen as, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4 mortuary vans. So they're seen as forensic personnel load bodies of victims after the death of patrons found inside. This is what do you guys think? If you feel comfortable putting in the chat, I learned from you guys. Any thoughts on this, guys and gals? Kinana said the dead were up to 20 years old. Damn. So up to 20 years old. So they're in the bar. I don't know, South Africa, how old do you have to be to drink? I have no idea. I would imagine it's probably, obviously it's younger. Maybe it's like 15, 16. I don't know. But 13, the youngest victim was 13. So these are kids, 13 to 20. A SAP spokesperson, Colonel Alenda Matt, told reporters police were investigating, quote, issues of compliance to liquor legislation. What? I don't know what that would have to do with it. President Cyril Ramaphosa, in a statement on Sunday, raised questions about why young teenagers had been in the tavern. Okay. The tragedy has made even more grave by its occurrence during Youth Month. Interesting. A time during which we celebrate young people, advocate and advance opportunities for improved socioeconomic conditions for the youth of our nation, Ramaphosa said. So, wow. Definitely, I'll be on top of this. And let's just take a listen and see what they're saying in this 37-second clip here. That's probably just... Damn. See, they got hazmat suits on. 13 to 20 years old. 22 of them. Children. Really, I think of them as children. I'm 43, so hey, it's... Wow. All right, guys. So yeah, you can look that up. And then here we have from the CBS, that was ABC. It's a quote, it's a terrible scene. At least 21 teens die in tavern mystery, nightclub tragedy. So let's see what this chick has to say.
Tragedy today in South Africa. At least 22 young people were found dead inside a nightclub in the coastal city of East London. Some of the victims are as young as 14. Right now, police call the deaths mysterious.
Well, you said 13. Ugh. Global. Biden delivers remarks on global infrastructure partnership. Global. So, yeah, here you go. The youngest, possibly just 13. There were no visible wounds on the bodies. Officials have ruled out a stampede as a possible cause and said autopsies would determine if the deaths could be linked to poisoning. They were students. thought to have been students celebrating the end of their high school exams on Saturday night. I'm sorry. Crowds of people, including parents whose children were missing, gathered on Sunday outside the tavern where the tragedy happened. Yeah. Mortuary vehicles collected the bodies. Same picture. It's a terrible scene. They're pretty young. When you are told they are 13 years, 14 years, and you go and you see them, it breaks you. Yeah, I'm sure. Drinking is permitted for people over 18 years of age in this place, commonly known as Shebins, Township Taverns, commonly known as Shebins, which are often situated cheek by jowl with family homes, or in some cases inside the homes themselves. But safety regulations and drinking age laws are not always enforced. Quote, "We have a child that was there who passed away on the scene," said the parents of a 17-year-old boy. Jeez, this is very odd. This is the president, Cyril, we just talked to Ramaphosa, who is attending the G7, and we will get to that, in Germany. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, guys. Oh, no. What happened there? Hold on. I'm so sorry. Shit. Hold on, guys. Let me go back to, I'm really sorry. Anyway, yeah, so this is bad. And we will see what's up. Unlimited consumption. He condemned the unlimited consumption of liquor. Yeah, so forensic investigators will take samples and test to see if there was any poisoning of any sort. Very interesting. They should probably check the ventilation, right? The vents. I don't know. This is very odd. I'd like to know what you guys think. But a horrible scene nonetheless, and just the same. So yeah, the president at G7, which we'll get to. What is this? Oh yeah, all right. So Roe v. Wade. We'll get to that, but I don't know if you guys saw this clip, and then I'll go back into the chat. Everybody here by now probably knows, because it is the 27th and I did have a strike. Wasn't able to cover it. Breaking. This out of Reuters. Pickup truck runs through abortion rights protests. So Roe versus Wade overturned after 55 years. The states will decide. I think it's something like 20 states, instantly banned them. Other did the heartbeat law, and we'll get to my theory on that. This happens.
Oh my God!
Why would you stand in front of? All right, so that happened, okay, as well as a whole bunch of other protests and all that. We're just going to go in order here, friends. We're just going to go in order of what I have. This from Al Jazeera. Let me go into the chat just for a second and see what you good people are saying. Okay. Hey, Sacramento Truth Movement. Sacramento Truth Movement, not that you need my help. If you guys want to subscribe to Sacramento Truth Movement, he's got a channel, pretty good channel. So, hey, Toyota Kawasaki, good to see you. Bye, the Watchman. Have a great day. Modus, what's good? Lee, hello. Hello. Erie Fairy, hi. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, guys. So hey, Johnny. Good to see you. Thanks. It's good to know that people were thinking of me. Eh, I could complain, but I won't. Sacramento. I hope all of you are okay. But okay, and I will show you guys my garden, which is flourishing. I'm very proud of my garden, and it's a very little space because I live in the suburbs of Philly, but I have a fenced in front yard, and they're row homes, and I'll show you my garden because it's popping. I have 6 tomato plants, 2 snap like peas, carrots, peppers, like green peppers, red peppers, cucumber, basil. I'm sure I'm forgetting something. So this from Al Jazeera on Saturday. Third rocket attack in 72 hours targets northern Iraq gas complex. Look, 3:31. Yeah, I mean, this picture's from 2017. But this is not the first lately. This has been going on. How do you say this? A cat Yusha. How do you say that? I'm just going to call it a cat. I used to know how to say it, but I don't want to mispronounce it. A cat rocket struck near Emirati-owned gas complex in Iraq's semi-autonomous Kurdish region without causing damage or casualties. Well, what do you mean a rocket struck and it didn't cause damage? Local officials said a third attack in 72 hours. The rocket fired on Saturday targeted the Khor gas complex owned by the United Arab Emirates energy company Dana Gas. And Sadiq Mohammed, an official from the adjacent Khader Karam district. The rocket hit around 500 meters outside the complex, he said. There was no immediate claim for the attack. The counterterrorism group, YouTube, I'm reading a mainstream news article. Please don't strike me for saying terrorism. The counterterrorism group, a security body in the Kurdish region of northern Iraq, said in a statement that 6 rockets in total had hit the Khor gas field, which lies between the cities of Kirkuk and, not even going to attempt, Suleimania. So in April, 3 rockets hit near the same facility, one of the largest in the area, with no casualties or damage reported. Now, I would say for the past, how long? I would say, I don't know if Harley's still here, but we had those 3 explosions in Texas, the one right by me, the Sunoco oil refinery in Philly, that's like the biggest on the East Coast. These things are happening, and more prevalent in the past, I would say 3 to maybe 5 years. And it's not just, these chemical plants, gas complexes, transformers blowing up. It's also, of course, the fires that we've had ever since Paradise to now, and the quote natural disasters that have been going on. When we can just go to, hey, Mr. McGee's, Mike Morales, and we can see with the radar what is going on and what is natural and what is not. His link is beneath. He just did last night. He did his 16-day forecast. So if you want to check that out, Mike Morales' link is beneath. Check this out, guys. Task and purpose, mainstream. It's a mainstream news article. That's what we're doing. Mainstream. Thank you, the Erie Fairy, for putting his link in there. Aww. Rest in peace, groundhog. I hear you, Mr. McGee's. Luckily, I have a fence. And, my neighbors hated on me for having a garden. The one was like, it's going to draw mice. And I'm like, no, your 5 bird feeders are going to draw mice. But if so be it. Like, I swear someone threw like peanuts in my yard to get squirrel, but it didn't work. Like the last time I had a garden here, this is my third year here, and my last summer here. I will be leaving. I have to for several reasons, but I think it's good, and I'll show you pictures of it. It's popping. So, U.S. Army private admits planning, quote, mass casualty attack on fellow soldiers. What's going on here? What is going on here? Is this the first cav? Or I guess it isn't because it's not yellow. I'm not sure what these hats are. What let me see. What U.S. Army, it says Army, stand together. This is at Fort Hood in 29. But okay. United States Army Private Ethan Meltzer pleaded guilty this week to charges that he intended to murder members of his unit as part of a terrorist attack by far-right extremist group. Again, with the far-right extremists group. Did you guys see the Patriot Front? Patriot Front, literally a front. The cops, the feds arresting the feds. Did you guys see that? Anyway, and we know about Ruby Ridge and Waco. We know far right extremist group. Okay, wink, wink. Smith Munn. He made a plea on Friday, June 24th. Meltzer served with the Army's 173rd Airborne Brigade. Sorry about that. He faces up to 45 years in prison for the charges. Quote, as he admitted in court today, Ethan Meltzer attempted to orchestrate a murderous ambush on his own unit by unlawfully disclosing its location, strength, and armaments to a neo-Nazi, anarchist, white supremacist group. U.S. Attorney Damon Williams said in a statement on the plea deal, quote, the defendant believed he could force the U.S. into prolonged armed conflict while causing the deaths of as many soldiers as possible. I wonder why he thought that. Meltzer's traitorous conduct, is that a word? Traitorous? I guess so. Conduct was a betrayal of his storied unit and nothing short of an attack against the most essential American values. And Meltzer allegedly began plotting the attack while stationed in Italy, according to the Justice Department, DOJ, man, the Justice Department, because they are on the up and up, and they're just trying to help and get to the bottom of shit, and they're so truthful. Everything they say should be taken at face value, and you should just totally believe it. If the Justice Department's saying it, you could take it to the bank. He was a member of the far-right anti-Semitic order, capital O, of the Nine Angels, or O9A. He communicated with them and an alleged member of Al-Qaeda, while in the military, while consuming neo-Nazi and other extremist propaganda. So they don't want you to experience or look at, other extremist propaganda, just their propaganda. That's all. They only want you to see their propaganda. What is this? All right, I'll give you guys the link to this. The Pentagon itself has historically had a poor track record of addressing or fighting extremism. No shit. Within the ranks, it was only last summer that the DOD Inspector General sought to hire someone to oversee responses to, quote, supremacist, extremist, and criminal gang activity, end quote. This year, we'll just give money to the Space Force instead. What does the Pentagon do? Except not have working cameras on September 2001. That day. This year, the office looked into how various service branches screen for signs of extremist ideology. So kind of like pre-crime, right? Profiling, but more on the pre-crime, end of it. The report was not positive. it found that the screening and data collection efforts were not connected across the different branches. So I'm sure they'll fix that. Mad Max style technicals have become a staple of Ukraine's fight against Russia. By the way, it's a proxy war, guys. We've already been over it. We've already watched the Lindsey Graham and John McCain with them there in 2016 with the Azov Battalion saying, we'll go back, we'll get money for y'all to fight the good fight. That's what they said, to defeat Putin. That reminds me, let me show you, there goes that article. Let me show, here it is, right here, perfect. Look at this, y'all. The Washington Post, right? Johnson, Trudeau, and Boris too, joke about going shirtless to threaten Putin with, quote, our pecs. Now, this is mockery of it, the most, I don't know. How do I get to my pictures on here? Let me see if I can get to my pictures. Skip. Hold on a second. How do I get to my pictures? I wanted to show you the picture. I have the picture of Putin with the shirt off, but yeah, I don't need to show it to you. You guys remember, right? Putin with the shirt off on the horse. But check this out. Here, I'll play it for you. This is in Austria, G7 nations. Hours after President Biden said the G7 nations would announce a ban on new imports of Russian gold in an attempt to further punish Putin for the invasion of Ukraine, which, by the way, the invasion of the Ukraine happened in 2014 when the United States and NATO, United States Corporation and NATO organized a coup, put in a stiletto-wearing actor and Zelensky, that is, and we put those people in there. This was planned, and Putin, I believe, I hate to be a Russian apologist, but he was pushed into this. He even said his wars with the West, and I don't think Putin is much of a bluffer. And here they are mocking him. Again, you've got bitch made Macron. He had the helicopter waiting on the roof of his home the second and third week, and probably after that as well, of the Yellow Vest protests, because he was so scared. All these people are just... These people aren't in charge of anything, in my opinion. This channel is labeled entertainment. Please do your own research. They're not in charge of shit. Thank you to the 16 of you that are here.
Jackie talk. We just in the press. Take our clothes off. Let's wait for the picture. You just want to draw it. Efficient, precise. Oh, yes.
Oh, wow. She's even got it. Damn. So that was Macron. Boris started it, but that was basically Macron and Trudeau talking shit. Jackets on, jackets off. Shall we take our clothes off? Prime Minister Boris Johnson asked. We'll all have to show that we're tougher than Putin, the British leader joked. Yeah, because it's so friggin' funny, right? That we're at war and we're the press. Here's the fishing picture, but hey, yeah. So Biden, G7 will ban Russian gold imports to deny Putin revenge for war in the Ukraine. There you go. There you go. We've got to show them our pecs, Johnson added. So, whatever. We're going to get the bare chested horseback riding display, quipped Canadian young global leader and pussified bitch, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, referring to the Russian president's predilection for disturbing photos of himself outdoors, sometimes shirtless. I mean, maybe it's hot. Like, it's fine. You know what I mean? Anyway. I just thought that was making jokes, guys. When we're at war here, okay, making jokes. Yes, road trip Eddie. Almost like they, exactly. Yeah. So many people have been unsubscribed. It doesn't surprise me. It's sad. It makes me wonder what I'm doing, but I mean, I don't want to lose contact with the people that. But this is the thing that pisses me off. I know that the 800 people, the subscribers that I have here, this is my backup. Like, so, I had this. I forget when it was created. Maybe 2019, I forget. But so I know these are people from my original channel that want to be notified, and they're just not, or they've been unsubscribed. Hey, that's just how it goes, Look at this. Who is Xavier Musk? Elon Musk's transgender daughter files for name change. Now, I didn't know. Oh, that's right. I did know that he had more children or whatever, but robots. I'm just kidding. But he named the one that he just had with Grimes, like letters and numbers. It's like I can't even remember, but it was like letters and numbers. The transgender child of billionaire tech Tesla founder Elon Musk is looking to change her name to distance herself from her father. After Xavier Alexander Musk turned 18 in April, she filed a petition. Yeah, so let me just play this for a second. Okay. these things on your Twitter?
Constitution does not confer a right to abortion. I will aid and abet abortion. I will aid and abet abortion. I will aid and abet abortion.
Twitter? Why? I share stuff with you on there. All right, guys. So let me go to this, and I will share with you what I think is going on. So everybody in here by now knows that Roe versus Wade has been overturned. What does that mean for Vermont? You can see all this 1 hour ago, 22 minutes ago. Neiman Marcus adds travel to abortion benefits after Roe v. Wade overturned. Wow, that's crazy. So they're going to pay. AOC's pissed, of course. Yeah, where to find protests. You can actually find, they'll pay you. You know how it works, guys. They'll pay you to go protest. Now, while I think, look, it's not all the states. If you are a victim of incest or rape, like immediately, right? So, this is a good ruling. However, the argument of my body, my choice for the potions, a lot of people, I've heard it over the past 2 years of this whole this COVIDs, that, it's my body, my choice for abortion. Why isn't it my body, my choice for the government potion? Now, that argument is gone, and I've heard a lot of people use it. I would never use that argument, just like I wouldn't use the FDA approving it for over 6 months and up, or 5 and under, or whatever. I have a 5-year-old and a 14-year-old, 2 boys, Hello, Jessica. Very good to see you. Hey, Katie. Katie, did you ever get that? Your tomatoes are almost 6 feet already? Just picked cukes and a couple jalapenos. Nice. This is my first time doing cukes. I don't know how long do they take to harvest. I'm not sure. The carrots I did late. I just did them 2 days ago. And I did 14 of them. And I put them in there and they said 68 days to harvest. So, but I'm not sure about the cukes. It's good to see you, Jessica. Create a prohibition or make something illegal, and it creates a huge illicit underground black market. Yep. With risk. Right. Well, it's buyer beware anyway. Hey, Tuna. So I think that while this is a good thing, and again, you can go to other states, but then again, how are they going to get, guys, this channel is labeled entertainment. I'm a conspiracy theorist, conspiracy factist, conspiracy theorist. So please don't take what I say. No financial advice or medical advice is given here. Please read my disclaimer. But, if you're talking about back alley, how are they going to get the babies that they need? Their sacrifices to Baal, Moloch. What are they going to do? By the way, guys, we have 2 weeks. Beneath is Greg Fernandez's link. I'm sure he's going. He usually goes every year, not inside, but to Bohemian Grove at the front, and he handles himself. He dresses nice and all this, so he talks. He's been able to talk to some people, and I forget his friend's name, but he has all the annals from Bohemian Grove from back in the day. So a lot of information on that, but that is in 2 weeks, for 2 weeks. That starts in the middle of July. So I'll keep you guys notified of that. Roe versus retard displays the low level thinking and general demoralization of the masses. Yep. Just nothing but meat puppet morons screaming. Zero fucks for these scummy idiots. Yeah. I didn't, Katie. Okay, I'm glad you got it. Just want to make sure you got it. Because I know you said that the PayPal. It's very good to see all of you. Very good to see all of you. So yeah, this is historic, guys. This is historic. I didn't even do the numerology on this. Let me do it real quick. 6 plus 2. 8 plus 7. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you have a 3 in basic numerology. You just add all these numbers together and reduce them to 3. Yeah, so this is historic after 55 years. So we'll see what happens. But again, everything's multifaceted, Hegelian dialectic. So we got to be careful. This may, on its face, seem like a good thing. And I'm not saying it isn't a good thing. I'm saying it is. But they never let a good crisis, and they see this left, right, two wing, same bird. I'm just saying the left normally, they never let a good crisis go to waste. Republicans too, but I'm saying specifically with this, it's a setup, I think, for other things to come. No bodily autonomy for you, right? So that's the my thoughts on the Roe v. Wade. And then that kicked off, of course. What are we? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We are 5 days into the summer, past the summer solstice. So, yeah, they have to do their stuff. Look at this, friends. Look at this. You were referencing World Economic Forum dream of depopulation agenda by 2023. Yes. Please resend it. I would appreciate it. I'm sorry if I missed it. I didn't get it. Yeah, please. But look at this, guys. California's largest private landowner closes. It's funny that you just said that, Katie, because this is part of it, right? No humans, earth, land healing. I'm sure you guys have all seen the map of where humans will not be allowed to go. Strong Cities Initiative. Rest in peace, Rosa Corey, for bringing, on the streets, taking it to the streets and lecturing people and letting people know about Agenda 21/Agenda 30, end date 2050. But they are wanting to ramp it up. They've said that at Davos. They've said that at G7, that they want to speed it up. And you know why? Because of this right here, because of the information age. And I don't know how they didn't figure it in, but I guess they just didn't figure in that people would give a shit. And there's still, the majority of people don't give a shit, but the people that do, like us, really do. So, and I think that they, of course, tell us that there's less of us than there are. But yeah, check it out. Closes all forest lands to public indefinitely. California's largest private landowner. So wow, closes it. You can't go into the forest land from all the way down here. Sonora, Sacramento, Lincoln, Red Bluff, Anderson to Shasta Lake. Yeah, all this closing. The largest private landowner in Cali is closing its forests to the public indefinitely beginning on July 1st. Lumber giant Sierra Pacific Industries owns over 2 million acres of forest land across California, Washington, and Oregon. The company, which is headquartered in Anderson, California, is one of America's biggest private landowners in areas where SPI is not actively logging. The public can usually access the land for hiking, permitted fishing, and hunting, because that's another way that they tax you and just rape your pockets, and hunting across and cross-country skiing. But starting Friday, SPI's extensive holdings will be off limits due to extreme drought and wildlife conditions. And Lake Mead's looking really bad, my friends. Public roads that are on SPI forest lands will remain open, but no walk-in access will be allowed. In recent years, SPI has taken to closing its lands to the public to mitigate fire risks. According to the National Park Service, 85% of wildfires are started by humans. You know, like paradise. The most common irresponsible actions are leaving campfires unattended, littering, and still burning cigarettes. Yeah, guys, if you smoke, field strip that and throw away the filter. Please don't litter. I hate a litter bug. I hate to use the word hate. I shouldn't use the word hate, but litter bugs, no good. The U.S. Forest Service also sometimes closes to lower wildfire risk. Although no Forest Service lands are preemptively shuttered so far this summer. So you can keep track of active CAL FIRE incidents here. And I'll give you a link in case you guys, I know that there's people here from all over the world, but from Cali. So I'll give you this link in case you want to look at the CAL FIRE stuff. I hope that fits. All right, so yeah, that was the Twitter things. All right, so I wanted to do this. I didn't do it. I had too many tabs open, but let's look up this word real quick first. Welcome to the pandemic. I'm not sure what sanctions push Russia to first foreign default since Bolshevik Revolution. Hold on a minute. All right, let's go to DuckDuckGo. And let's look up this word. We have this. I want the we created the, what's the word? What's the definition? Hold on, let me get it. All right. Why is it just giving me? So this is from May 2022. We created the Pandemicine, May 2nd, 2022, The Atlantic. And this is saying it was written April 28th, 2022. Probably put out a couple days later. April, May there. Even under the most optimistic climate scenarios, the coming decades will see roughly 300,000, of course, it's the 300,000, first encounters between species that normally don't interact, leading to about 1,500 spillovers wherein viruses enter naive hosts. It's a little harrowing, said Vinette Machineri, a virologist at the University of Texas Medical Branch. The study suggests that the alarming pace at which new or reemergent viruses have caused outbreaks in recent decades is not the same abnormal I'm sorry, is not some abnormal situation, he said, but what we should be expecting, maybe even with an acceleration. So let's go back to the original article. This is written by The Week. It's a New York publication. I would say left-leaning. No, in this, if you're here, you probably aren't into the left-right paradigm, but I'm just saying it would classify itself, this New York publication, The Week, as a left kind of liberal publication. So we have a whole bunch of bats, just Smith collection bats, Getty images. Like, what's going on? Why? Why? As humans encroach on the natural world, more deadly pandemics are likely to follow. And I do have the article pulled up where Biden says we are going to have another pandemic. And he alludes to it being while he's still in office. If he doesn't, weekend at Bernie's for real. I mean, that's what it already looks like, but you know what I mean. So yeah, here's everything you need to know. Any article that starts with that, it's Smith Month, please keep it in mind. This is mainstream news. What causes pandemics? I'm not reading that shit because we already know. Why are animal viruses so dangerous? Let's read the propaganda. Most viruses that infect animals can't harm us because they lack the ability to bind to human cells, right? That's what we were all taught. At least I was. Occasionally, though, one manages to attach and penetrate human cells, replicate and evolve. Yeah, especially if it's been engineered to do so. Just saying. I'm not saying, I'm just saying it can be. They can be engineered, right? What is that called? Gain of function. This occurs before the immune system recognizes the invader as a threat and makes antibodies and T and B cells to ward off the virus. For animal pathogens to infect humans, direct contact is not necessary. They can also travel through contaminated food, water, surfaces, or via a parasitic vector, such as a flea or a mosquito. We've been over the patents of the mosquito, not the flea, but the mosquito, electronic. It's not a real mosquito. It's like a little tiny man-made mosquito. They do exist. You can look it up yourself. Some animals are more prolific vessels and spreaders of disease. Over 10% of rodent species host pathogens that possibly infect people. Apes, monkeys, and other primates are closest relatives in the wild. I also heard that that pigs. Remember we saw that thing that pigs. They just found pigs are like scary close to humans. Like that their genetic code is like really close. Carry 77, of course, you got your double sevens, known zoonotic viruses, of course. And bats, which make up more than a fifth of 6,400 known species of mammal, are uniquely well equipped to spread disease with the ability to fly long distances and unique immune systems that allow them to carry high viral load without dying or becoming ill. So be scared of animals. Oh, yes. Is Pride Month? How many days do we have left of Pride Month? Tipping is on the decline. Well, yeah, that's because you've bankrupted everyone. Hold on. Let me just look at this.
The pandemic has influenced the way we spend and even the way we tip. During lockdown, service workers were seeing more tips.
Like, doesn't this man, during lockdown, does that not sound odd to people? All these talking heads that say lockdown over the past 2 years, how do they sleep at night? Like, Prison Planet. I hate to say it, but lockdowns? It's jail lockdown. That's what a lockdown. They lock down schools, they lock down jails.
As many people ordered in. Now, new reports indicate Americans are tipping worse than before the pandemic. According to a survey by creditcards.com, the number of people who report
I wonder if that's because, like, a lot of places you have to give your name, you have to show your card. I wonder if that's why. I wonder if people are pissed because of all the restaurants that have closed, like the restaurant that it's insane.
Always tipping at a sit-down restaurant dropped 4% from 2019. Food delivery and rideshare drivers say their tips dropped by 6%.
You should always tip. You should always tip. If you cannot afford to tip, then you shouldn't be eating out or ordering.
Although the survey didn't ask people why, experts say they've got a good idea. They're blaming inflation and nationwide staffing shortages, which can both make people less likely to tip.
Sometimes the fact that you waited.
All right, that's shit we already know. All right, so I will go ahead and give you this, but I just thought this this word and this article with the pictures of the bat underneath, again, Smith Monk, guys, but hey, we got to take a look at it. Well, I like to take a look at it, maybe glean some kind. Hey, Marty, good to see you. Brian, good to see you. Oh, thank you. Yeah, guys, if anybody does want to, every dollar helps. If anybody does want to throw, I rarely plug that or anything, but that would be very, very helpful at this time. So thanks for putting that link there. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. All right, guys, hold on. Let's see. We did the Okay, here we go. Let's do this. We did the California's biggest private landowner, making areas for just, hey, Mickey Mouse operation. Huh? Oh, sorry, guys. Attorney General, this is the Daily Caller. I've realized it's from Wednesday, still relevant, okay? Daily Caller, Attorney General intervenes after Bill Gates buys a massive amount of farmland in North Dakota. This has been going on for 8 months now? Don't quote me on that. Give me a month one way or the other. I'm not exactly sure, but I'd say around 8 months that they told us about it. But yeah, Bill Gates or the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation buying, they are the largest farmland in America owners. They own the most farmland. And it's funny how many, I guess 2 weeks ago, my last stream, I cannot remember who did it, but it was a 24-minute video. And the guy, the whole video, all he did was read. I'm not laughing because it's funny, but for 24 minutes, all he did was read off plants that have burned down, or exploded or been destroyed. Complete plants, the Smithfield, the 3 million chickens in Florida. You guys know that this has been going on. So, I mean, is it a coincidence? No, it isn't, because coincidences don't exist. There's an exception to every rule, except for the rule that there's coincidences. That being the only exception there's an exception to every rule. So there are no coincidences. And this Attorney General intervened. So, because Gates made another move, buying more farmland. Why? As we have shit burning down. The stickers. Yeah. So the Office of the Attorney General of North Dakota sent a letter Tuesday asking Red River Trust, a group with ties billionaire Bill Gates, to prove companies' use of the land does not violate the state's corporate farming laws. The trust had acquired 6 parcels of land in Pembina County. Quote, I've gotten a big earful on this from clear across the state. It's not even from that neighborhood, end quote. Agricultural Commissioner Doug Groring, sorry if I said that wrong, according to the Valley News Live, quote, these people are upset, but there are others that are just livid about this, end quote. The letter stipulated that under North Dakota law, there are, quote, certain limitations on the ability of trusts to own farmland or ranch land. Bill Gates acquired 6 parcels of land in this county. Tuesday, the Office of Attorney General sent out a letter and yeah. Quote, the corporate or limited liability company farming law has certain exceptions, such as permitting registered family farms or allowing the use of land for business purposes, end quote. The letter continued. According to the letter, corporations that are in violations of this law will have a year to divest themselves of the land and are subject to a civil fine of $100,000. And I suspected that, I'm not saying this particular purchase or whatever has something to do with it, but I did suspect, and I said when Bill and Melinda got Billy Goat and Manhands got divorced, that it was them just liquidating and having a separate thing. So if one of them, I don't know. I'm not sure if that's the case, but it certainly seemed like it at the time. And this makes me think of that. So our office needs to confirm how your company uses this land and whether this use meets any of these statutory exceptions, such as business purposes exceptions, such as the business purpose exception, so that we may close the case and file it in our inactive files, the letter continued. As of January 2021, so how many months ago was that? Bill Gates is the largest. It was 6 months ago. I said 8 months ago. So I said, give me 2. So I was two months off. But as of January 2021, Bill Gates is the largest owner of farmland in the United States corporation, owning 242,000 acres across 18 states, according to the Daily Mail. You got your 44, your 8, which is... I mean, this is just, doesn't anybody see a problem with this, a conflict of interest? I don't understand how people don't see what's going on, and people don't see it. They don't. If I told this to somebody, to some of the people I know, they would probably try to have me committed, Watch Planet Lockdown's full interview with Catherine. I love her, Catherine Austin Fitz. Love her. I will. Thank you. Thank you for that, Johnny. Gas went down here a little bit. It was up to like 550, maybe a little bit over 550, and now it's at 489. Still expensive. And the Pathfinder, it doesn't get good gas mileage at all. So, and that's what they want to do. They want to keep people from traveling. They want to keep people from meeting up. Hey. Yeah, so, hold on, guys. Let me just... just one second, guys. We'll get to Russia. Okay, here we go. Kentucky aluminum plant idling, laying off 600 workers. People are going to become, guys, I'm not trying to be fear-born, okay? Again, if that's what you think this is and you can't handle it, I'm just saying this so people can be as prepared as possible. I mean, hey, when it's your time to go, it's your time to go. But you can be prepared, especially someone like me who has children, who has to be prepared. Because, if the shit hits the fan and they're hungry, I'm, going to be the only one here to take care of them. So yeah, but Kentucky aluminum plant idling, laying off 600 workers. People will continue to get more and more desperate. Crime will continue to go more and more off the Richter scale crazy. And that's just human nature, and that's what's happening, and that's what's going to continue to happen. Yeah. Hey, Bubba News. He has a monopoly on computers. Now he's going for a monopoly of land. Yeah, he got it, Brian. He got it. I'm not sure. Yeah, Kentucky. Yep. Road trip. Yep. Okay, Marty. Thank you for being here. Thank you all for being here. So check this out. A large aluminum plant in Kentucky is temporarily halting production and laying off more than 600 workers due to rising energy costs. Again, guys, my water is turned off. It was turned off. I was on the phone paying the agent, and the guy, this was in April, and my 5-year-old was at the door. They gave a courtesy knock. Apparently, they don't have to knock on your door. And I was paying, and the guy, he wouldn't wait. He was like, I'm not waiting. And the agent was on speaker. She was like, I'll have it cleared in your truck and your system in 2 minutes. And he was like, I can't, I gotta go. He turned off my water. And we were without water for 7 days. It is good to practice, but I just practiced this for 7 days in April. So then I didn't get a shutoff notice. I didn't get a phone call, and they didn't knock. And 4 days ago, they came and turned off the water. So yeah, and I have a pretty hefty Pico bill. And this just pisses me off because we know that there's free energy and that the water is... Anyway, I do plan when I move on getting a rain storage, gravity-fed water system with a reverse osmosis thing. That's what I'll do. I will never pay for water. Again, dealing with this company, Aqua, they serve 3 million people in Pennsylvania and surrounding areas, has been hell. They are a shitty company. And I don't even own them. It's not even that much. It's more than I have, but it's not even that much. Anyway, Century Aluminum has announced plans. Well, let me blow this out, because if they're not all burning, then it'll be uneven. Can't have that. Has announced plans to shut down its Hawesville smelter for 9. Horrible smelting accident. Sorry, guys. Austin Powers reference. For 9 to 12 months starting in August. Wow. The plant, with about 628 workers, is the second largest employer in Hancock County, according to reports. So more people out of work. More people out of work. Yeah. The county's judge executive, Johnny Roberts, told the newspaper the company gave him no assurances the plant would reopen after that. Roberts said the company told him that its power costs have risen dramatically this year. Yeah. The plant along Ohio River has recently increased production and in April announced an addition of 60 jobs. Yeah, it's the largest U.S. smelter and the largest producer of high purity primary aluminum in North America. Employees learned of the pending layoffs on Wednesday. So you imagine going into work. Oh yeah, we're closing for 9 to 12 months starting in August. So what? You get a month, literally a month. It's 6/27 on the Gregorian, June 27th. So you get a month to figure it out. No job for you. No job for you. And the country, people aren't even working. They've got, it's nuts, guys. The country is unrecognizable. That's when it's just amazing how quick things have gone to shit. Worldwide. But Just so you don't have to type. Marty, you already did type it. Yeah, Johnny, if you want to highlight someone's name, you just put the @ symbol and then you type their name just as you see it on the screen, and it'll highlight their name. That's awesome that you're a watchman, but I do appreciate your comments, Johnny, and it's good to know that you're here. Yeah, it is. And another thing that's crashing is the debt-based monetary system. We're going to get to NASA. LGBTQ Americans worry for their rights after Roe reversal, of course. Check this out, y'all. Rudy Giuliani got smacked, supposedly. Shit, I don't know if there's footage. I should probably look that up. At a supermarket, okay? There's a couple things up here. There might be footage. Hold on a second. This happened on Staten Island. At the side of the Peacock, Rudy Giuliani says the man accused of slapping him should be prosecuted. Of course he thinks that. Former New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani said he wants the supermarket employee. See, I don't like Giuliani. I'm Italian, second generation in this country on my mom's side, third on my dad's. But I don't like the Italians have not been, between Cuomo and just not good. It's not looking good. They don't do a good job representing the Italians. And Rudy's no different. They praised him after what happened in 20@1, but no, he's a politician, guys. He's to me they're all the same, but. Yeah, so he wants the supermarket employee accused of slapping him on the back as he campaigned for his son to be prosecuted, adding that if the suspect is released, it could encourage others to attack people with contrary political views. Where you been, Rudy? This has been going on already now because it happens to you. Giuliani detailed the Sunday attack at a Staten Island supermarket during a Monday morning news conference on his Facebook page. Good to know that Giuliani is like doing his own shopping, right? I wonder if the cameras were turned on. The advisor to former President Trump said he stopped at the ShopRite. He was campaigning for his son, Andrew, who is vying for the Republican nomination for governor of New York. So then we'll getting rid of Kathy Hochul already. Anyway, and was talking to people when he felt the smack on his back. Giuliani stumbled a step or two forward, but did not fall. The employee, Daniel Gill, 39, was charged with second-degree assault, according to the New York City Police Department. I wonder if he just went to give him a pat, and Giuliani is just weak. And I mean, I'm just wondering, just thinking out loud, guys, thinking out loud. He believes he should be fired from his job. Darn right, I think he should be prosecuted. What, dude? Really? Haven't you messed up in enough people's lives? This guy should be imprisoned to say to other people, so he wants to make an example. It's over. Doesn't happen, he said. I believe you let Mr. Gill go. A lot more of these crazy pro-choice people are going to start attacking people. You think, Giuliani? Giuliani said the suspect yelled dirty curse words at him and accused him of being a lady killer. Yeah, so he's saying it happened, 78-year-old, because he's pro-life. Maybe it just happened because you're a douche. I don't know, Rudy. What do you think? Yeah, so hold on. Let me see if this has a thing. I should have looked up, guys, to see. My back hurts, but otherwise I'm able to walk and stuff like that. The former mayor said he almost knocked me down. Almost doesn't count, man. Thank God for a 70-year-old. I'm still in pretty good shape. All right, guys. New York Slimes. I just thought it was notable. Yeah, so hold on. He said it felt like, look at it. Business Insider. Rudy Giuliani claimed a grocery store employee's attack on him felt like a gunshot. CCTV footage shows he was slapped on the back. No hair dye running there. No, we're good. What's it say? Look at this. He could have fallen and cracked his skull and died. What the fuck? Look at it. Do you see how they write this? Hold on, guys. Mom life. Crypto and stock keeps going down the last 6 months. Everything is spiraling. Yes. Yeah. Rules for thee, but not for me. Who makes good money, road trip? Sorry, sometimes I move fast and I don't get who. Yes. So, yeah, AOC says the Arkansas abortion ban, quote, will kill people. Just crazy times, guys. Look at this. This I thought interesting. Miss Blanche, hello. How you doing, lady? It says 22 in chat. Sorry, guys. Something just came across my thing here. 1 second, guys. Jeez, guys, life is hard. Life is hard. I'm just gonna, so I don't forget, I'm just gonna, guys, I'm not here for my looks, okay? I don't have any makeup on. I've been working out in the garden, so I'm not here for looks, but I just want to put the song that I'm gonna play us out with. Just thought of it, and I'm just gonna pull it up so I don't forget. That's all I'm doing. So let me just pull that up. So it's ready. We're not done. We still have some stuff to get to here. Okie dokie. Thank you guys for looking at my mess of a self here. All right, let's get to let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this. I have not read this article. Let's read this together. If they don't diversify in that 9 months, they're going to lose all their cars and houses on credit. Well, I'm glad you're here, Miss Blanche. Glad you're here. All right, guys, hold on. Let me just put this banner up. Put this, and I am going to put this up because this is, yeah, let's take a look. This out of USA Today yesterday. Again, Sunday, I had a strike for medical misinformation. Just reading a mainstream news article that came out and said that unvaccinated Americans were not getting the COVIDs. So I just read a mainstream news article that said that, and I got a medical misinformation. Although they can put out lies and propaganda on the U.S. population. That's what the Smith-Mundt Act is, or the repealing of it, thanks to Her Majesty Barry Soetoro in 2012. If you don't know what it is, by chance, just it's linked beneath. Please read it. Smith-Mundt. Act. So, from bio-robots to babies, the 5 most surprising, disturbing Chernobyl, the lost tapes takeaways. Now, this, I know that there's a whole sect of, quote, this community that doesn't even believe in, or they don't believe in nuclear weapons. I understand that. Look, a wise man knows he knows nothing at all. I don't know. I mean, I have my own thoughts, as all of you do. And if you do not believe that these exist, that you're welcome. If you do believe it, but this is just a notable story, so that's why I'm bringing it to you. So what is this HBO? Are they going to show us the lost tape? Chernobyl, the lost tape shows the 1986 disaster at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant in a disturbing and unique way, entirely as it happened on film. Very interesting. They had cameras in there. I know they have, ever since February 24th, the official start of the war against Russia and the United States Corporation and NATO. I mean, Ukraine. Chernobyl was one of the first things that Russia supposedly took over, and it's definitely there's a lot of speculation with it. Let's see what this is.
An accident at the Chernobyl power station.
People were injured and may have died.
People just haven't been told what dangers they may face.
Нічого ніхто не попереджав, працювали школи, садочки.
Это, говорят, радиация не ощущается никак.
Он невидимый.
Подлетаем к блоку. Все думали, что вот сейчас, как я говорил, бездумное решение.
Nuclear radiation had already reached Scandinavia.
People seemed unaware of the potential dangers.
Да это ерунда для нас. Ребята все здоровы, высохшие, уже к ней привыкли.
Oh, the music.
Что авария на Чернобыльской АЭС не отразилась на состоянии здоровья.
The accident. Okay, there are no accidents.
Ерунда для нас. Ребята все здоровы, высохшие, уже к ней привыкли.
Авария на Чернобыльской АЭС не отразилась на состоянии здоровья населения.
Здоровых людей после аварии, по крайней мере, мне такие неизвестны.
Природа мстить за аморальність і за фальшивість.
Rebellion against communist authority has now spread, and there's almost certainly more trouble to come.
Никому не нравится, когда их обманывают.
Wow. So that's out now. I don't have cable or HBO. There's Johnny. I'm sorry, friends. I have to. My little one's screaming. lay in to my voice up there screaming. So, all right, let's take a look at this. Hey, Anthony. Good to see you. Good to see you. Let's take a look at this. Oh, wait. I will give you that. Let me give you that Chernobyl thing. I don't have this. I wonder how I could get this. How I could get the lost tapes. I would be interested in seeing it. Oh, this is just a whole bunch of Netflix. And on my old channel, we went through who funds Netflix and all that. Oh, well, Johnny Cash, the man in black. Baz Luhrmann, who I do love his Romeo and Juliet, his version of Romeo and Juliet. I'm just giving you guys this link. Is one who is directing the Elvis biopic or whatever you want to call it that's coming out. So I'll be interested in seeing that for sure. This is too many characters. I will put it in the description box afterwards. Yes, Miss Blanche. Yes, Anthony. I like Johnny Cash. I'm not a big country music fan, but I do like Johnny Cash. So I'm not able to put that in there, but I will. Afterwards, I'll put that in there. This coming out of Myrtle Beach. Earthquake hit South Carolina overnight. Elgin, South Carolina, WSPA. An overnight earthquake Sunday hit Elgin, according to data. According to the U.S. Geological Survey, the earthquake measured a magnitude of 3.4 around 1:31 a.m. The most recent earthquake in South Carolina prior to this Saturday was also located in Elgin on May 22nd. May 22nd was a big day this year. May 22nd, 2022. Big day. A lot of stuff happened that day. According to the U.S. Corporation's Geological Survey, the earthquake measured a magnitude of 1.8. Didn't it just say 3 point? According to the, they're talking about the one on March 22nd, I'm assuming, was 1.8. And then this one last night, or in the middle of the night, 3.4, 1:31 a.m. So, earthquake in South Carolina. Just figured I would let you know that. Of course, the Schumann resonance. Thanks to Harley for turning me on to the Schumann resonance. Yeah, I like Folsom Prison. And I really like that. I don't like Reese Witherspoon because Ryan Phillippe went to Sally's in Delaware, and I thought she was like pretty shitty to him. I never really liked Reese Witherspoon. And I can appreciate, my dad's like a film buff, and I like films. I can appreciate her acting ability. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of any man, but she did do good in that movie. And of course, Joaquin did great in that movie. And just the music. I like the one where he sings, Miss Blanche, maybe, or chat, maybe you could help me out with this. It's like he sings the old, it's like a song everyone sings, the religious song. I can never remember it, but I like it. It's but he goes in and he plays the religious song, and the guy's like, if you were in the street dying and you could play one song, but I can't remember the name of the religious song, but I really do like that song as well. And of course, Joaquin and Reese supposedly sung that. No, not Hurt. I would know that. I love that. I actually saw Jane's Addiction and 9 Inch Nails in concert. I'll think of it. The name of it, Miss Blanche. I'll find a link and send it to you. Inside a nuclear tomb, the underground store that's humanity's first attempt to dispose of nuclear waste for 100,000 years. This out of Business Insider this morning. What's going on with this? Okay, I will give you the link and you can take a look for yourself. And we know that there are so much. I mean, even the New World, when it was supposedly discovered by Christopher Columbus, which we all know is bullshit. Everybody here knows that that's a lie. But there are underground tunnels, DUMBs, deep underground military bases, but also underground tunnel systems that were here, especially out west, but on the East Coast too, and in the middle of the country. As far back in my research as 1200, 1300. So the 14th century, 13th century, just underground tunnels and living quarters. But anyway, this is plant where waste is prepared for burial, access tunnels for humans, elevator shaft for waste, tunnels where waste is buried. So they're going to bury it. They're going to bury it. Here's a nuclear power plant on Callow. An aerial view of the site is annotated to show the location of the nuclear power plant and of where they're going to bury all this waste. Look at this tunnel. It's already built. Tunnel entrance. This is interesting because I do look on Google Earth a lot. Google Earth. And I do believe one thing that Florida Monkey says, and that's that Google Earth from 2008 and 2015 are the best in my experience, as apparently as well as his. At least he said this years ago. Are the two that they're not really as scrubbed as they are now, and you can see a lot of these tunnel entrances. All over the country, all over the world, but all over this country. But here you go. There's underground tunnels. Look at this. And this is where they're going to. Oh, thank you. We would have never known this was eye protection. Tracking device in the helmet, of course. High vis jacket. Okay, thank you for labeling that stuff. Look at this. Look at those doors. They look kind of thin. This is the bottom. These heavy metal doors mark the beginning of the area where the nuclear waste will be held. So they're going to bury it, guys. They're going to bury the nuclear waste. What the hell is this? Looks like some CERN shit. The Rocky Chamber will be the final home for nuclear fuel roads like these metal poles embedded with chunks of refined uranium. Holy shit. Dozens of these rods are brought together to make a single fuel assembly. Each assembly contains between 370 and 1,200 pounds of uranium. Thanks, Hillary. Yeah, so just interesting. I will toss this in the chat. Look at that. But I thought it notable, so I figured I would share it with you guys. Yeah. Inside a nuclear tomb. So move over, catacombs. We got nuclear waste to bury. All right. Yes, the Erie Ferry, it was because I took my friend Amy. Damn, this one's too long too. I'll make sure I write it down. Hold on. Hey, Crystal. I was there when it happened. I'm going to look it up, Crystal. I'm going to look it up. Let me write these two links that I want to make sure I text or put in the thing afterwards. And the other one that was too long was that. All right. Good to see you. Thanks, guys. CERN is going full power on July 5th. I didn't know that, Modus. Yeah. Back to Erie Ferry. Like that stuff is not going to leak into the water supply. Exactly, Anthony. Yeah, it was a long time ago because I took my friend Amy and she just was so like happy and just she was like blown away that I took her to this concert. And she's been dead for four years. 5 years. This coming March, it'll be 5 years. So yeah, it was a while ago, but it was a really good concert. Really good concert. What was I just gonna write down? Hey, guy. I don't know. Maybe we'll listen to some Johnny Cash on the way out. Listen to some Johnny Cash. I don't know. Again, I just feel led to share some stuff sometimes. And this is something I felt led to share. So I'm going to share it. This is yesterday. Fox 39, WQRF Rockford. Mom of 2 dies in, quote, catastrophic accident in California mountains. Anytime I see officials say 44 comments, anytime I see this, I just wonder. Looks like she's a medic of some sort. We'll get her rank and file here in a second. But Bryson City, North Carolina, a Virginia firefighter and mother of 2, so firefighter, died in the North Carolina mountains Saturday while teaching a swift water rescue course. Alicia A. Monahan, 41, was a firefighter with Chesterfield County Fire and EMS in Virginia. Monahan was an 11-year veteran of Chesterfield County Fire and EMS. Virginia Search and Rescue Dog Association said Monahan was also a member of their team. She, quote, suffered a catastrophic accident while teaching students during a swift water rescue course in North Carolina mountains, the association said in a news release. I don't know, guys, look, maybe it's just I'm on my everything's a conspiracy. But I don't trust anything that they say. I don't trust it. Our prayers and full support are with it. Okay. Our hearts and prayers go out. So no other information was immediately available, and I'll keep my eye out for information on this woman's death, but it seems shady to me, okay? And now there's 2 children without their brave mother, because anybody that's a firefighter is brave. So just, again, feel led to share it with you, so I do. I already shared this with you. Let me give you the link. This is a big deal, man. This is Agenda 21, Agenda 2030. Stack them and pack them in the city. You guys have probably all seen the map. And no humans allowed, land healing. That's what they're doing, and they're doing it. Hey, JT. Cat ass trophy. It's good to see you, JT. Good to see you. Oh, I wanted to tell you about this. They're bringing this back, right? So I think like a month or 2 ago, I told you guys, or they told us, look at the results, y'all. 333, what is that? Million? I don't even know what number this is. That 333 million results? Is that million? That's million, right? I'm an idiot. My dad was he's retired CPA, so accountant. He hated that I was so bad at math. But yes, they're bringing this back. Another blue and yellow spell casting thing. But apparently the Notebook, which I knew this was going to happen. I called it. Hopefully someone here watching now or subsequently will remember that I called it. That they were gonna, whatever. His parents went into the forest. They found a dry bag and a notebook, and the coverage at the time, all the energy that was, all the people that were watching this. 9 minutes ago, Brian Laundrie claimed killing Gabby Petito was merciful in written confession. So they're claiming that he's saying he did her a favor in this notebook. Also. There is, it's rumored, what's the freaking Stephen Bertolino, Brian Laundrie and Roberta Laundrie and the dad, Christopher Laundrie's attorney, said that or I don't know if he said it, somebody said that in the notebook, there was a note from his mother that said on the back of it, supposedly, guys, allegedly, burn this after reading. So I don't know, but this is coming out again. Lifetime did sign a deal for a movie about this, so money being made off of this. And remember, Davy Crocco found this little woman here in a Handy Sook tribute video. That's right, from 2014 was the video, and she's singing in it, or she's in the video. Just really odd, this whole thing, but I figured I'd let you know. First look from Gabby Petito movie set emerges as Brian Laundrie notebook. So you guys can look this shit up if you want to, but they are bringing this back, the Prussian spell. That was a good catch by T, noticing that the color, the blue kept showing up, and so whatever. All right, let's move on to Biden saying there will be another, they did have an event 202, by the way. We went over that. Let's hear this, Bernie. Let's see what Bernie has to say here. President Joe Biden speaks at the White House about the need for more funding to fight the Divic 91, the invisible enemy, y'all. We have to fight it.
We do need more money, but we don't just need more money for vaccines for children eventually. We need more money to plan for the second pandemic. There's going to be another pandemic. We have to think ahead. And that's not something the last outfit did very well. That's something we've been doing fairly well. That's why we need the money.
The last outfit, and he's begging for money. Please, guys, send your money to me, okay? Don't send it here. What happened? Why did it stall out? What is this, an MK break? What? That's it? He just went silent?
We do need more money, but we don't just need more money.
Well, Joe, how about you stop giving money, 44 or 33 or whatever weird number, to Ukraine and more missiles and more weapons, and you fix the problems here, and now you're begging for money for this? Like, get out of here.
We do need more money.
This is so absurd.
But we don't just need more money for vaccines for children eventually. We need more money to plan for the second pandemic. There's going to be another pandemic. We have to think ahead. And that's not something the last outfit did very well. That's something we've been doing fairly well. That's why we need the money.
Friends. And Gates said it too. And Melinda, remember, they looked at each other, man hands at him, and they smiled, like that duper's delight they had. Maybe this one didn't get their attention, but the next one will. Remember Gates saying that? So freaking this weekend at Bernie's guy telling us this. This is June 17th. I realize that it's the 27th. It's 10 days old, but I wanted to take a look at this, and I wanted to share it again. If I feel led to share, I share. The disturbing reason the EPA issued a warning about drinking water. Most people are aware of the chemical substance that gives cooking pans their nonstick quality, keep our outdoor gear waterproof, and our soft furnishing stain-proof. It's even in our fast food packaging. Don't eat fast food. I've successfully boycotted McDonald's since it's been like 30 years. I was saying like 25 years, 5 years ago. So it's been like 30 years. And I went to like Nifty 50s, and I'll eat at like Five Guys once in a blue moon because it's so expensive. But please don't eat fast food. It is poison. It's poison. Okay. Not to mention Soylent Green and God knows what else, right? As a result, hey, do whatever you want, but I can't tell you what to do, but I don't eat it. And I would never feed it to my children. As a result, the substance has been making its way into our lives for what seems like a very long time. But it has only been in the past few years that we've become much more aware of the dangers posed by PFAS, or poly and pure fluoride substances, per NPR. Never mind. And because they have been used for decades, they've made their way into our soil and our drinking water. As the National Institute for Environmental Health Sciences and National Toxicology Program Director Linda Birnbaum points out, quote, we're finding them contaminating many rivers, many lakes, many drinking water supplies, and we're finding them not only in the environment, but we're finding them in people. So the them is one second, guys. Just want to make sure I don't forget that. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, and not to mention what is the thing is, you can get things to test anything. You can get pH strips. You can have your water tested, your snow tested. It's a little bit pricey depending on what state you're in, but you can do that. You can also, when my 14-year-old was born, my doctor actually gave me a prescription for fluoride drops. He was like, call your whatever township that you live in. And I did at the time. It wasn't here, but I called and I asked if there was fluoride in the water. My doctor told me, he was like, call and see if there's fluoride in the water. And they told me, they were like, yeah, there's fluoride in the water. But he had given me a script just in case there wasn't fluoride in the water. He wanted me to give my infant, newborn, fluoride drops, neurotoxin. Needless to say, I never filled the prescription, and we don't drink tap water, so whatever. But yeah, the water, you got to look out for it. Now the Environmental Protection Agency, the EPA, has released new warnings involving PFAS, saying that the chemical, which has been linked to health problems, that's putting it mildly, understatement of the day, including certain types of cancer and liver disease, can contribute to these issues even when exposed to barely detectable amounts. This is all per Reuters, guys. This is mainstream news. This is significant because they are contaminating our drinking water. As a result, the EPA will be issuing new rules and guidelines to regulate the chemical. The agency is also taking action against PFAS in drinking water by earmarking $1 billion to help states with water quality testing by installing centralized treatment systems. Well, again, dealing with this Aqua company, I can't imagine that these people, Aqua, that serve 3 million people, have their shit together. As far as, I just can't imagine. Their customer service is shit. So I can't imagine that the other aspects of their company wouldn't be equally, or if not worse. Look, DuPont and 3M. The American Chemistry Council, which counts big chemical firms, 3M and DuPont. DuPont's big in Delaware, my home state. And MPA, like Chad's Ford and all, as its members, says the EPA, has rushed the notices. So, guys, just bringing this to your attention. You can look it up for yourself. Please do. And it's probably best to look it up and call your local township or what's the word? Township, county, wherever you get your water from, city, to see what's in it. And they will tell you. If you come at them like that, like, oh, my doctor said I should call and see if there's what fluoride and what other things are in the water. So, if you do it like that, then you could probably get a half honest answer. I won't link this. You can look this up. And again, I encourage you to look it up because I don't want to scare you. It may not be everybody's water, but hey, it's a good idea to not be dependent. And something that losing my water twice in a 3-month period has taught me is that when I leave here this fall, as I will be forced to do with my 2 boys, I will be taking them and leaving. I will be getting, and I will show you guys, I'll show you my garden picks next. I will be getting a rain store, a rain collection, gravity fed water system in my next wherever I end up. So yeah, I drink water. I definitely drink water. It's a 4:20 time for you. Okay. Wow. Hold on, guys. I'm going to show you my garden. I wish Mateo was here, but Miss Blanche, thank you so much. I can't send you a message back, and I don't see a note. Did you leave a note? I'm not sure I don't see a note. But thank you so much. $25 donation. That's not a tip. That's a donation from Miss Blanche. That is super generous. Much appreciated. Thank you very, very much. Very, very much. Do you drink distilled using Berkey? Thank you, Miss Blanche. That was very kind of you. You get your water from Coca-Cola, Brian? What, Dasani? Dasani is the Coca-Cola brand. Yeah, Diet Coke. I don't drink soda. I've never liked it. Aspartame. That's right, Guy. Ask about the radium. I'm trying to find out. I thought it was Truth Seeker, but it wasn't. It was somebody that put stones in the bottom of their water bottle, and they take the fluoride out of the water. But I can't remember the name of the stones, and I can't remember the person's whose video it was. So, and I try to look it up, and of course I can't find it because they're not going to tell you that. But it's a stone that you literally put in the bottom of your water, and then it draws out impurities like fluoride. So yeah, because fluoride's bad. Fluoride's bad. You forgot the note. Well, I really appreciate it. Every once in a while, it is very kind. Very, very kind. Thank you. Every once in a while with pizza or something, I can do a root beer. I like a root beer. But that's it. And it's very rare. And I don't like my children to drink. My 5-year-old's never had a soda. My 14-year-old has. But, all right. So who wants to see my garden? I've worked very hard on it. I know I have a 14-year-old, but I cut the grass. I do all that stuff. I take out the trash. I do all that stuff. He does do the dishes because our dishwasher broke a long time ago. And I was like, don't have money for a dishwasher. We're just gonna, just gonna hand wash them. So he does do that. And he does take care of the kitten. The kitten is doing well, by the way. Thank you, Katie. If you're still here, I did get your email now. So thank you. All right, let me share with you my garden. Let's see. Why would he just send me one picture? All right, so we're gonna have to jump back and forth here, but we'll do it. This doesn't even have the. All right, now remember, this isn't I don't have a lot of land, and I'm very surprised. There's 46 houses on my street alone, and this neighborhood's huge. There's tons of streets. I'm very surprised that people have that more people do not have gardens. There's one person nobody on my street. I'm the only one. And then the street one over from me, I only see one. So very odd that more people aren't planning ahead. So yeah. Okay, hold on. All right, this is inside. I'll share with you. This is like my plants and stuff. This one's outside. All right, let me share my screen, and we'll look through these. I'll have to bounce back and forth, but I will share my screen. Thank you, Miss Blanche. Can't tell you how much that helps. Yes, garden. Fluoride didn't make your teeth stronger. Yeah, me neither. Yeah, exactly, Guy. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. I couldn't believe that doctor did that. Like, he was really pressuring me to. I think he even asked me when I went back. Asked me if I had fluoride, if I'd given my son fluoride. And I was like, no. I told him no. Doctors hate me because I'm, anti, what. All right, so this is my little fenced in area here. I weeded this whole thing right here, which is horrible. This whole thing is like clover and weeds, but I weeded this whole thing and then I mulched it. These are some marigolds that came up, and then I have like these things my son likes to tell which way the wind is going. I've got my 2 hanging plants. Yeah, this, I would love to hang the one on the side of my house upside down, but I have cops that live on the street, and I'm not gonna lie, I did this. I stuck this in here yesterday for the 4th of July. Even though I'm not too proud of the country right now, I was born here. So here are, and I'll show you a better picture. I have 6 tomato plants. Here's my Here's my cucumber. Here's the 2 snap peas. The peppers back here. I'll have to go to the other pictures. All right, here's my 2. These are lemon trees. She Wolf, if you're here, I have 2 lemon trees. Supposedly they're the easiest to grow in this climate. I'm in the Northeast. Here's my aloe. This is inside the house. This is a pot of morning glories back here. And this, it's kind of hard to see these leaves. Here is an avocado, but I'm not sure if it's going to bear fruit. We cut the seed, and then we put it like toothpicks in it and put it in the water, and it grew, and it's really tall. Maybe there's a better picture, but yeah, so that's my avocado, 2 lemon trees, aloe. Yes, there's a globe earth. This is my jade. I'm not saying the earth's round. My mother gave it to me. This is rose, and this is jade. This jade is over 80 years old. Well, it's from a plant that's 80 years old. And then you can see these are hibiscus out here. This is my fireplace. This is a fig. This is my fig tree. I probably should top it because it's growing way, way huge. A lot of new growth on the fig tree here. And my son hates it because it's on his desk. He's like, can you please move the fig, and then let me go out and get back, go in, show you closer of my garden. Yeah, the lemons are new to me. I have not, I just got them. They were a gift. There's 2 of them. I do have a green thumb, but I've never had a lemon tree before. So I hope that they bear fruit. I'm not going to plant them here, obviously, because I'm leaving, but holy shit. Don't speak news. Johnny Storm email. FEMA smart guillotines placed in FEMA internment camps. I'll give you the link to that shit after I show you the garden. Hold on, guys. I asked him to take these pictures, and they're not very good. 1 second. Bear with, guys. Bear with. I just got it. Okay, here we go. All right, so this is above, like out my window, so I'll be able to. Yes, it's raining. Awesome. Lemons are expensive. Thank you, Marty. Yes, Road Trip Betty, you said it. And Miss Blanche, you said it too. Thank you, guys. Yeah, here you go. I'll show you. So this is a picture from upstairs in my room. Hold on. So this, I wasn't done mulching and I hadn't done the carrots yet. So the carrots are right here, like on the perimeter now. But these are, I'm working on making like teepees. I have hemp string here. This is my fire pit and some kindling here, hibiscus right here, and bird feeder, and just some flowers there. But yeah, so the peppers, the cukes, the 2 snap peas or beans, I'm sorry, string beans, and then 6 tomato plants, beefsteak. I forget the kinds, pink ladies or something. But yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tomato plants. So the tomatoes are already coming in, they're green. This is my little sitting area. I have some basil. Let me see what else. Yeah, so here's my basil. This is all the weeds. This whole trash bag down there is all weeds. So yeah, there's wood for the fire. Let me see what else I got here. Yeah, so there's my front step. These are the jades that I replanted from that jade plant that's been passed down. I just replanted them into bigger pots. Here's a closer up of the lemon trees and the avocados in this white thing. So I'll have to look there, see how tall it is, but I don't think it's going to bear fruit. But someone told me if I cut, there's actually 2 really hard stalks that are these leaves are coming off of. They're really, really hard. I was surprised about that. So I don't think I can separate them, but what I can do supposedly is cut one of them and then put a slice down the middle of the other one, and then put the one into the splice and like tape it, and then supposedly it'll like bear fruit. That's what I saw. So I don't know if I'm willing to risk it and to try it, but maybe I will. I don't know. So that's my garden. That's my garden update. Yeah. Now I don't know. I have the kitten, guys. I have the baby kitten still. He's Captain Jack. He is, getting into everything, and I'm not really sure. But I know like poinsettias are dangerous for animals to eat. And a lot of plants are dangerous for kittens or cats to eat. So I'll have to look that up because I do have a lot of house plants, cactus and stuff like that. Yeah, there's nothing like fresh. I could eat like tomato sandwiches all day long. I just love tomatoes. So that's why. And I like to give them away too. But not to the 2 haters that said that my garden in your front yard. Yeah. Have you not seen what's going on and the cost of food, and like where I used to get a cart for like a full cart for, me and my boys, $200. It's now like $400, double at least. So, of course. And again, I'm very disappointed that I don't see more people growing gardens that have Distress. Hey, baby, what's up? No, I'm still here. I'm still doing it, but I'm almost done. What's up? No, I do not have another strawberry donut. That was a treat, and that was only one. Let me finish up here, and I'll come up and I'll make you some chocolate milk. Okay? Hey, Liz. Let me see. You can say hi, honey. Say hi. You can't be on camera. You have like 30 feral cats and kittens on your property. My friend Amy that I was just talking about, she did that too. I have to get this one spayed. You can't come on camera. Hi. Okay, you can put your hand, but I don't want you to come on camera. Hi. Okay, that's my little one saying hi, guys. All right, they say hi. All right. Okay, go out of here. Go ahead. All right. I love you, buddy. I'll be up. I'll be up. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Has to flower first, and that's light cycle dependent. Are you talking about the avocado? Your cat was a badass. You miss them. Yeah, I've never had a kitten. I always grew up with dogs, and my son went behind my back, and we have a cat, Tiffany, that my sister-in-law she collects animals as well. But this cat, Tiffany, didn't get along with any other animals, so they brought Tiffany. We've had Tiffany maybe 6 years. Lost our dog like 5 years ago. So I am getting a shepherd husky mix, a rescue, and we have the kitten. So we have animals, but animals are great, especially for my youngest son has never had a dog, but cats, this is my first like kitten that I've ever had. So I love it. I love the kitten. Matter of fact, let me pull this up to close out. Let me make sure I don't have anything else. My son said the kitten's sleeping. I was gonna have him. I don't, Miss Blanche. I don't like them, especially the ones around here. You can really tell. I never understood what my dad meant, because he raised me, by like you're a reflection of me, and our name, and I never understood that, but I do now. But I don't really love kids. I love my own, but not really. Hey, Righteous Indignation, what's good? Right back at you. Yeah, I gotta say, my kids are cute. They're children. Let's call them children. But yeah, mine are cute. All right, I don't know how long we've been going. We've been going for a while. We could get into Russia. It's not good. It's not good. The guns. So yeah, Supreme Court doing a lot. Supreme Court expands gun rights and major Second Amendment ruling. Obviously, it's a good thing. Supreme Court on Thursday struck down a New York state law that made it difficult to obtain a permit to carry a handgun. I mean, if there's any state that you need a gun, it's New York, okay? And I always thought that was ludicrous when they enforced or brought that out, that if you're in New York, you can't have them. So this is good. So the decision was 6-3 to invalidate New York's law will almost certainly render unconstitutional similar restrictions in more than half a dozen other states that give licensing officials wide discretion over concealed carry permit. The ruling broke along ideological lines, with the court's 6 conservatives joining a majority opinion written by Justice Clarence Thomas. The New York law at issue required concealed carry permit applications to demonstrate a special need for a license beyond a basic desire for self-defense, because that's not enough, right? For you to want to defend your family or possibly stand up against a tyrannical, insane, sociopathic, psychopathic government. Yes, self-defense wasn't enough. But in striking down the law, I'm sure you guys have already heard this by now. So this is a good thing. But the Constitution, we already know natural law is the only law. And the Constitution just codifies our rights that we already have. And they throw in taxes and a couple other messed up things. Obama, in his second term, called it, the Constitution, that is, a dated document. And they've been trying to, and they have written executive orders that go against it. They've been writing laws that go against it, just so many laws without taking laws off the books. So it's just, it's a mess. It's a mess. Make sure that there's nothing else I'm missing. Let me give you this. Rogue black holes might be neither rogue nor black holes. I'll give you this to look at. And again, check out Mike Morales' 16-day forecast. His channel is labeled underneath. And yeah, make sure you guys have a way to purify water, a way to make sure you have extra water at your house. If you can get some Deer Park jugs or some jugs and just fill them up to have, it's a good idea to do that and to have them on hand. Just make sure your containers or glass is best. But if you have plastic, make sure it's a strong plastic. I have like those Arizona BPA free, at least they say, jugs that I fill up. You rinse them out with hot water. Make sure you rinse them, fill them up with cold, squeeze the air out, and make sure you tighten it up. And you can use that. I would use purification tablets or a Life Straw or something before I drank it, but you can use it to wash your hands or, water your plants or whatever, just in case. And they've already told us they're going to do this with the rolling blackouts and water companies all over the country, and electric companies are collecting. They're coming to collect. So yeah, make sure you have all of that. Hey, Everyman Dan, if you can get a generator, preferably not a gas one. Again, guys, look, do your own research. I'm not really supposed to give you any advice. This is just what I do. So everyone carries in Arkansas pretty much. Yeah, armed society is polite society. So yeah. Yeah, I do, Guy. I do. Wait, I have NASA news. Shit, I got to share this with you, too. Oh, no, not this. No, Rudy, we know you got... I wish I had a tape on Rudy getting slapped. I wish... And they said there's closed circuit TV camera of him getting slapped. He said he thought it was a gunshot. He thought he was shot. But someone just patted him on the back. But check this out. NASA, space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. NASA says the cockroaches and Apollo 11 moon dust being sold at a Boston auction for $400,000 belong to the agency and are not for sale. This picture, right? What's that? This looks like a little mini monolith, right? Look at this, guys. What do you think? Nevada desert? Is this Kubrick? Looks like the moon's flat too. It's only a paper moon, guys. Did you know that? Just kidding. Well, maybe I'm not kidding. Remarkable rarities auctioned off cockroaches and moon dust collected during an Apollo 11 mission in 1969, per the Associated Press. Bullshit. The auction materials were used in an experiment to determine if lunar rocks contained any pathogens that could threaten terrestrial life. I mean, look at the money. Guys, I was just watching, if you've been here for any amount of time, you know that look, we're not even going to, I'll give you the link, or you guys can look this up, okay? And there's more NASA news. But I was just watching a video by Catherine Michelle, and I will leave a link before we leave. For if you've been here for any amount of time, you know that I have been researching, and I think I had a nervous breakdown at one point, the David Crawley, Kamel Crawley, and their 5-year-old daughter slaughtering of all three of them to clear David's name because they ruled it right away a double murder suicide, but there's no evidence to prove David guilty. In fact, all the evidence proves that he didn't do it and that the scene was staged. But Catherine Michelle put out a very good video, so I wanted to give you guys that video, and the more eyes we get on it, we just need the right person to see it. But it does seem at this point like it is being purposely covered up. At this point, it's what it seems like. The metadata is messed up, and her latest video, what she shows is, I mean, I've been researching this for years and looking at all the BCA crime photos and the autopsy reports, all three of them. I mean, I can't even tell you how many weeks I've spent reading and watching and just learning about this and researching it. But her video is stunning. It is shocking to see. I knew the metadata was messed with on the pictures of his skull and the Quran because they were moved within like a millisecond. The skull was moved, and the words were different. The skull was moved over. You can see it more of a word and all this. But what she shows in her latest video, Catherine Michelle, is just, it's proof positive that it's a fake gun and that it's photoshopped. I mean, she proves it. So if you're interested, I will leave that link. She just did an excellent job, her and Sophia and Greg and everybody that works on that. And to all the people that are so quick to say that David did it and that he just snapped because he was in the military, excuse my language, but fuck you all for threatening people that are showing real proof and threatening them and just calling them nasty names. I mean, why would you not want to know the truth? If you're trying to hide the truth and if you're lying, why are you doing that? What's up? What's up with you guys? And these people know who they are. Evil people. Anyway, here's some more NASA news, guys. Charlotte Observer. Mystery rocket crashes into moon and leaves baffling double crater, says NASA. I'll give you the link to this. But yeah, a mystery rocket body crashed into the moon and left a, quote, double crater, which is an even bigger mystery to scientists. The scientists, guys. This was reported in a NASA June 24th news release. So far, none of Earth's space exploring nations have taken credit or blame for the crash. Blah, blah, blah. NASA lies. But I will give you the link to this. Anyway, so at some point, I'm going to have to... I was watching an old Catherine Michelle video, and she had her daughter on, and they were talking about flat Earth. And they were going over Eric Dubé's one of his new videos. And I said, shit, I'm going to have to address this. I'm going to have to come out and make a video with my position where I stand on flat or round earth. So I will be doing that. I'm going to have to. I have to. Yeah, that's right, Brian. Me too. The Russians did it. I'm innocent. I'm gonna blame the Russians. Yes, Guy. Yes. Mm-hmm. Now, see, I was in an interesting position because I did not know of David. I did not know of him until the murder. So, yeah. All right. Let's go to Catherine's channel so that I can. How do I get out of here? So I can show you, give you that link. I mean, this, guys, it's not, as she says, it's not for the faint of heart. It is the only picture of the bodies, and she doesn't want to show it. It's been 7 years. They did wait. I think Greg showed it in the 6th year, or maybe it was the 7th year, because it is the bodies. But she has to show it. She had to show it to make the point. And she does make the point, and it's an excellent video. This is her, Catherine Michelle. Photo showing gun is fake. David Crowley of Gray State. This is an excellent, excellent video. However, it is not for the faint of heart. Okay. Wow. Look, off-grid desert farming with Paul and Adrian. Red alert. NATO activates 300,000 soldiers to go to war with Russia. Wow. I like this guy. I do. I'm not gonna lie. I like this guy. But anyway, this is a great, video. So anybody that has been following along with me, or even if you haven't, if you want, we just need fresh eyes on the things, and you can look at the evidence yourself. You can look at the pictures, the autopsy reports, the police reports, and you can make up your mind for yourself. But this video proves that David was set up. Okay, it does. This one video, after all the 7 years of work, this video is just great. Just great. So do you watch them, Anthony? Nasty NASA, yeah. NASA never a straight answer. Yeah. That's an acronym I've heard. Yes. Guys, look, I really appreciate, and gals, you guys being here with me. I do. I really, really appreciate it. Let me go in, and we will do we will go ahead and do I wish I could remember that religious song, but we'll go ahead and do a Johnny song. Let me make sure it's auto-generated, which it probably is, so that I don't get a strike. And it's not Sony, so hold on, let me look at the licenses. SME, Warner Chappelle. As long as it's not Sony, I should be all right. So we will go with this one. I like this one. And I will play us out with this. Thank you all for being here. And plan, prepare, and pray, but no fear. No fear. We don't live in fear. It's live free or die. And again, plan, prepare, and pray, but you can't, when it's your time, it's your time. So yeah. And it's good to see you guys after having a strike. Thank you. Thank you, Marty. I appreciate that. It means a lot. What was left of the back of his head showed he had a downward trajectory, executions out. I mean, not to mention The carpet, okay, we're supposed to believe they were there from Christmas Day until January 17th. And that carpet, you can still see the white on it. 3 bodies. The decomp, the blood from it proves they weren't killed. I don't believe they were killed in that house, but it definitely proves they weren't killed on that rug. Yeah, it's just disgusting, and we're not going to give up. We're not going to give up, like Catherine says. We will never give up until we can clear David's name. Yeah, and we're not going to let these people threaten the truth. The truth always comes out. Always. Yeah, I got a strike for medical misinformation for reading something like, this. Yes, the answer is yes. What's that? CBS News reports? CBS News reports, Susan, and YouTube. Please don't strike me. That federal data shows recent breakthrough AIDS infections have been more likely to occur in those who've recently received, or not recently, received a booster. Okay? This is... So that's like Christ on her thing. Her name is probably Crystal, but yeah, so... Yeah. It's funny because if you would have said this, a year ago, you would be a conspiracy theorist. By the way, in the suburbs of Philly, there are still mask wearers, still people in their cars by themselves wearing them, hot as hell, walking around wearing them by themselves, on their bike by themselves wearing them. So I don't know what the percentage is, but it's still too high. Okay, it's too high. And remember, all these people came out and said masks don't do shit. Fauci, all of them came out and said that. He even wrote a report in 2015 for the NIH. You could still, you used to be able to find it. They probably scrubbed it by now, saying that masks don't do shit. So, we know that we've been lied to. We know. There's some Arkansas news, but all right, guys. I love y'all. Oh wow, I didn't know that. Yeah, I love Comet. I use Comet on my tub. Yeah, exactly, Guy. Thanks, Marty. Yes, exactly. Staged. And even David's hand, he was missing one hand. They blamed everything on the dog, too. The 5-pound dog that they didn't test. But his hand was positioned with his thumb and his pointer finger together, and it was partially mummified, the one that wasn't cut off. And, it's a okay symbol, or some would say it's the 666 symbol, whatever, but definitely staged. That's not a natural position that your fingers would be in. Someone did that after he would post-mortem. So yeah, we know it was a staged scene. Just go to the links beneath and you can see for yourself. All right, guys, have a great day. Glad to be back in contact with you guys. And thank y'all for chilling with me. All right. Peace out.
Hello, I'm Johnny Cash. I hear the train a-coming It's rolling around a bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. But that train keeps a rolling on down to San Antone. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. I bet there's rich folks eating from a fancy dining car. They're probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. Well, I know I had it coming. I know I can't be free. But those people keep a moving, and that's what tortures me. Well, if they freed me from this prison, if that railroad train was mine, I bet I'd move it on a little farther down the line. Far from Folsom Prison, that's where I want to stay. And I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away.